In 7th question, m1 m2 are slopes of two adjacent sides of square. It means that m1 m2 is minus 1. I will write it down. m1 m2 is minus 1. And another thing is given that one of vertex is 10 times cos minus sine and 10 times sine plus cos. So I will be using a formula here that will be making this question extremely easy, and that is cos alpha minus sine alpha equal to root 2 times cos alpha plus pi by 4. You know, cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is cos of A plus B, and I have divided multiplied it by root 2. You must be familiar with it. And cos alpha plus sin alpha is root 2 times sin alpha plus pi by 4. The reason for doing this thing here is that sin square plus cos square is 1, and this will be helpful while solving this question ahead. And we are given equation of what vertices, or just a single vertex, and a diagonal equation. So equation of vertex was given as 10 times of this one. So it will be 10 root 2 cos alpha plus pi by 4 comma 10 root 2 sine alpha plus pi by 4. And equation of diagonal is cos minus sine times x plus cos plus sine times y. So this multiplied with x, root 2 cos alpha plus pi by 4 plus y times root 2 sine alpha plus pi by 4 equal to 10. This is first diagonal, let us say, and equation of second diagonal can be found by using the very property that ax plus by plus equal to 0 is a line, and perpendicular line to this line will be minus bx plus ay plus another constant k equal to 0. So using this one, we have minus x root 2 sine alpha plus pi by 4 plus y root 2 cos alpha plus pi by 4 equal to some constant c. Now this vertex must satisfy any one of these diagonals, because you know that diagonals intersects the vertex. Now the point is, important point here is to find where this vertex lie, in first diagonal or second diagonal. So just put this vertex in the first equation. So putting it in first equation, we get 10 root 2 into root 2 is 20. 20 cos square plus 20 sine square equal to 10. But you know, cos square plus sine square is 1. So 20 equal to 10, which is impossible. So it doesn't satisfy first diagonal. So of course it must satisfy second diagonal. And from there we can find value of c. So let us try it orally. It will be minus 20 sine cos plus 20 sine cos, which will be just 0. So value of constant here is 0. We have equation of two diagonals and we know one of the vertices. Now in a square, diagonals are perpendicular to each other, and also this vertex is perpendicular bisector of a diagonal line segment of this line segment. So basically this vertex is perpendicular on this equation of diagonal. You know that this vertex is basically satisfying second diagonal. Okay, so of course this vertex is perpendicular to first diagonal, and to find distance of this vertex, shortest distance will give us this length. And of course when you do sec 45 of this length, we will be getting value of the side A that is needed for solving the question ahead. So of course let us use the formula ax plus by plus c modulus upon root a square plus b square equal to length of perpendicular from a point x comma y on line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So here this is our line or equation of diagonal. So this one will have length mod of a. A is root 2 times cos theta. Let us call this alpha plus pi by 4 as theta. So this one will be root 2 times cos theta into what is value of x. X is 10 root 2 cos theta. So it will be 20 cos square theta plus it will be 20 sine square theta minus 10, because this 10 should be on, this all things should be on either RHS or LHS, and this modulus will make it positive anyways. If you take this all stuff on right hand side, you will get answer in negative, but this mod will arrange it. Why I am saying negative? Because cos square plus sine square is 1. So basically this is just modulus of 10 upon root of a square plus b square. This is 2 cos square theta plus 2 sine square theta, which is 2. So my length is 10 by root 2. 10 by root 2 is 5 root 2. So we have distance of all vertices from midpoint, that is 5 root 2. So if you know this is 5 root 2, this is 5 root 2, then this one is gonna be 10. You can apply right angle triangle formula, a square plus b square equal to c square. You know that all diagonals intersect each other perpendicularly. So this is 10 in that way. So as soon as we have side, we can put value of 10 in this equation and also use m1 equal to minus 1 by m2 to get just a single constant, single variable in this thing. So it will be 100 plus 110 plus 3 times this stuff equal to 210. So solving that above equation, you are gonna have m1 square plus 1 by m1 square equal to 10 by 3. Now when as soon as you solve this, you get m1 equal to 1 by 3 or m1 square equal to 1 by 3 or 3, and m1 is plus minus 1 by root 3 or plus minus root 3. So I have slope of one of the sides of square. So basically our square is either gonna be in this way or it will have rotation in downwards. There are 4 possibilities for this side. There are many possibilities, so it depends which m1 you take. So basically let us say m1 is plus root 3. So when it is plus root 3, tan theta is root 3, so theta is 60 degree for particular case of m1 equal to root 3. So this is gonna subtend 60 degree. Now here sides of each triangle have length of where was length? 10. So this is 10, 10, 10. And this length of this thing is 10 root 2. This. Of course, it is double of 5 root 2 that we found here. So this line is 10 root 2. Now, just observe the equation of vertex. Do you have any feelings when you look at this? It is of course coordinates of a circle with origin 0, 0. It is r cos theta, r sin theta. It is of course a circle whose radius is 10 root 2 and it's on origin 0, 0. So basically you know that this diagonal must be 0, 0 because this whole length is 10 root 2 and it satisfies a circle. So our circle will be kinda of somewhat this type of radius 10 root 2 and coordinates of this are 10 root 2 cos alpha plus pi by 4 as given. Now just tell me one thing. This is exactly a straight line, say. So basically this is pi by 4, you know. This is angle bisector of these triangles. From geometry you can clearly see that stuff as this is a square. So here this is gonna be 45 and this also gonna be 45 degree. So what have we done is here alpha is clearly 60 degree, right? This is 10 root 2 sine theta comma 10 root 2 cos theta and theta is alpha plus pi by 4, that is 60 degree plus 45. So here alpha is 60 degree. In another case, if you take m1 equal to 1 by root 3, then you would be getting theta equal to 30 degree. So this slope can be just 30 degree or 60 degree. Note that in question here alpha is 0 to pi by 2. So only possible values are values for alpha. This is alpha. Alpha can be either 60 or 30. Now put the value of alpha, say 30 or 60 degree, anything, and value of a as 10, you will get your final answer. So it will be 72 times sine to the power 4 alpha. Say I put alpha as 30 degree, so half to the power 4 will be 16 plus cos to the power 4 30 degree will be root 3 by 2 raised to 4. So that will be 9 by 16. This will be 10 by 16 and plus 100 minus 30 plus 13, 70 plus 13, 83. And this one is 1 za 8 za 10 by 4 will be 5 by 2, 5 into 9, 45 plus 83 will give me 128. So this is our answer.